Walden Films presents the Emmanuel Collection of audio compact discs and DVDs, a series of lectures by J. David Davis, Dr. James Tabor, Rabbi Michael Katz, Rabbi Israel Chait, and other leading luminaries in the Noahide movement. What is the Noahide movement? This question revolves around the role of non-Jews in this world and in the world to come. This leads to even deeper questions. How did Christianity differ from Judaism? Were the early followers of Jesus Jews or proto-Christians? Can the New Testament be read as a commentary on the Jewish Bible, the Tanakh, instead of as scriptures? Is the book of Revelation a work of Kabbalistic literature? Is the Gospel of John more a panegyric to the Greek Logos than an account of Jesus? How does Judaism relate to the Noahides, and which scriptures are relevant to the Noahide movement? These are some of the questions and answers that are discussed on these CDs and DVDs, recorded live at the annual Noahide Conference and at meetings of the Emmanuel Study Center in Athens, Tennessee. This DVD, Talmudic Thought, is presented by Rabbi Saul Zucker. Rabbi Zucker, a close associate of the Noahide movement, is assistant principal of the Frisch School, a high school yeshiva in northern New Jersey.
I'm going to be speaking a little bit about Talmudic method and Talmudic thought. But before I begin, I have one message that I want to relay. And that is, I've been hearing a number of times throughout the discussions here, as well as the discussions, the very fruitful and enjoyable discussions downstairs, the feeling of slight isolation. And I can well understand that. But I want you to know that I'm coming not empty-handed to you. I'm coming to you with greetings from at least 3 that I know of, B'nai Noach in northern New Jersey. And the week before I came here, during the week before we came across to, I'm not going to say up or down, I'll get in trouble, the week before we came across to Athens, I had the good fortune of meeting at their request with 3 people in my home who want to formulate a study group and this sort of came out of the blue, who want to formulate a study group in northern New Jersey. So if it builds a little confidence, and I hope it does, you are not alone. There are people who are springing up in these pockets all over the place, and God willing, hopefully, this will grow, will continue to grow. Since this is a discussion about Talmudic analysis and Talmudic method, it would be somewhat strange, almost contradictory, if it became a lecture. Because the method, the style of the study of the Talmud, for those of you who even picked up a copy of the Talmud in English and just bothered to leaf through some of the pages, you'll notice that it's not a lecture, it's not a teacher teaching to his students, and that's it. You'll notice that if you look through the Talmud, you won't find, I think, 4 lines of Talmud without one name, a person makes a statement, and then a response, and then a question on the response, and then an answer to the question, and then maybe another question, and a proof adduced from this text, and then in further discussion, there's a tremendous dialogue. I imagine that the Beit Midrash, the study hall, the ancient study halls in Bavel, in Babylonia, and in Israel were probably no different from what I, as a student, was familiar with in the halls of Yeshiva B'nai Torah under the leadership of Rabbi Chait. They were at times quite noisy, and it would be tragic and I think contradictory for this to be one-sided. So I'm going to invite you, please, to step in if you have something to say, if you have a question. I'll try to field the question, but it should not just be a one-sided presentation. And the second thing that I'd like to mention is a caveat. I was talking with Charlie in the booth before I came up here, and we're talking about the slow progress, the evolution, so to speak, of progress of the movement here, of this assembly, in coming to where it is today. And as I was listening to it, I'm thinking to myself,